Good evening, Leroy. Mr. Fancy New Chair, I see.
Well, Paul called me out last week. Paul absolutely called me out last week, so I felt like I needed to do something about it. So
It looks fancy.
I got a seat recliner. I got a footrest.
You have a footrest on there?
I have a footrest on this chair. I can't show it.
So you bought a bougie chair there. There it is, Steve.
It's pretty legit. It's pretty legit. I got it, but I keep pressing the wrong button. I keep pressing the chair go down button instead of the lock.
So what you're saying is the chair is smarter than you?
Duh.
Only you would buy a racing chair too.
Absolutely. Listen, I need
Okay. Did you just buy this?
Yesterday.
Okay. We have not talked about this. I want to take a guess on how much that cost.
Okay.
We'll play. In fact, Steven and Paul play along. We'll do Price is Right rules on this. I'm gonna say $207.
Where do you think I work?
Well, you have the racing logo. I feel like has to add $50 to it, and I feel like that's a $150 chair.
Okay, all right.
So clearly, I'm over.
And Paul, what we were saying is, it's got a recliner.
Okay. Paul's saying $239.
It's got a footrest. My feet are up right now. I am.
Blake's saying $79. Okay, Blake's going way cheap. Steven says $129.
And listen, has Steven ever been wrong about a price ever?
Was it $129?
Steven's never been wrong about a price ever since we started this game, man.
He is. I mean, you know what industry Steven works in? Do you know this?
No.
Okay. What do you think Steven does for a living?
Well, now I'm guessing retail because
no.
If I took Steven to Price is Right, I feel like he would clean up.
Okay, Blake, you get one guess. You don't get to drop 14 guesses in
7 of them, man.
Yeah.
Steven got it right on the nail. Steven got it.
Well, so what is that dealing with? So what do you use? Paul got it. He's a banker, so he works for money. Yeah. So he's a professional banker. Blake said $130. So it was $129 right on the dot.
Yeah.
See, I'm getting to the point now where this desk chair is. I've had it now for. Gosh, I probably got this summer of 2019. So it's finally now starting to get to the point where it's starting to fall apart a little bit, and so I probably will need to.
Well, I got called out last week by Paul, so I felt the need to do something.
Did you Amazon it?
No, I got it from Walmart. I'm a cheapo.
Did you have to build it yourself?
Yes.
Oh, now how long did that take you?
Much longer than I care to admit. Let's just put it that way. Much longer than I care to admit.
My issue is, so as you know, we've talked about this on the podcast before, is it's been I know he missed it.
No, I know, I saw it, and I'll get to it.
We'll come back to it, Steven. We'll come back to it.
I promise you, we have a long show. No, shut up, Doug.
Doug wants to know, is that a kid's chair? But we transitioned to working from home.
So you can see if it's a kid's chair.
We transitioned to working from home 2.5 years ago or something. And the issue is I drive a sedan. And, I rolled my chair out to the parking lot, and I'm like, how am I going to get this in the old sedan? So I ended up having to take it apart, and break it into two pieces and so on. He is just a kid sitting in a big chair.
Took my dad.
It's like,
your kid to work day, man.
It's like those tourist traps, where you go and sit in the really big throne or something. That's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to race in this chair, because the footrest kind of sticks out a little bit, and so I was trying to figure out how I was going to get to with the pedals and everything on here. I think I'm gonna figure it out, but it's a little bit different than what I'm used to.
Is it comfortable?
Yes. I just laughed that it's a racing chair, but it's got wheels. Because, ideally, if it's a racing chair, you'd want something stuck to the ground, right? Because if it's on wheels, it's going to slide back when I'm pushing on the gas pedal or the brake. So I just find that funny that they call it a racing chair, but it's got wheels.
You're really short, and you have to put a lot more emphasis into.
So the trade deadline was this week.
No, don't go by that. Listen, it is. What do you think of my hat? Do you like my hat? You know this logo? What's Leroy's logos for today?
The spring box.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. You know what? We're gonna put it into the chat right now. Does anyone know what the Springboks are? You
Never
win
heard.
today if you did. What sports or where they're located? I'll give you either or. What sport do you? What's your guess?
For a sport,
Yeah, I'll let you.
I'm
I'll
gonna
let you
say
guess.
rugby.
Okay, you're guessing it's rugby. What country?
South Africa.
You're exactly right. This is South Africa's rugby team. Nailed
The
it.
only reason I knew it was South Africa is because I know you've got connections to South Africa.
Correct. Steven guessed Australian lacrosse. Not a bad guess. I mean, the green and the gold make, that's a good guess. Paul went rugby, but went Australia as well. So yeah, the Springboks are the, I guess this is from what I understand, this is like the New York Yankees of South African rugby, or the Dallas Cowboys, like the most popular team, and so on. The Los Angeles Dodgers of this. See, I had a way of looping it all the way around to tying it back in there.
This guy,
it
runs the show, man.
So we are now T-minus 4 months, less than 4 months from the MLB lockout beginning.
Boy, and I tell you what, you want to talk about two sides that are extremely far apart as far as deals. They are going to have a lot of work to do as far as cleaning this up, because they're just so far apart. And unfortunately, Scooble's comments really didn't help anything. And I get it. He's kind of painted in the corner, right? So Scooble gets traded to the Dodgers, and judging off of whether you believe it or not, apparently he told the Tigers he was only going to go to the Tiger, or he was only going to go to LA and nowhere else. And if he went anywhere else, he was not going to sign an extension. And basically it was LA or nothing, at least if you go off of what was said. And Scooble said, any team could have traded for me. Sure. Right. Any team absolutely could have. But no team has to deal with, there are not many teams that can handle the risk like the Dodgers can. There's not too many teams that can get rid of their number 8, number 25, and whatever picks, and survive that like the Dodgers can. Because the Dodgers can just spend money and go grab whoever they want to if that number 8, that number 25 don't come through. And so that's the issue you're starting to run into with this. Now, the Dodgers have about $1.1 billion, and I mean billion with a B, in deferred money. So at some point, they're going to have to pay the piper. But in theory, right?
I want you to answer this right now. You're Rob Manfred. What do you do? How do you make this deal happen?
I don't have a good answer for you because both sides are so far apart.
Is Rob Manfred the commissioner this time next year?
I don't think so.
Or is he a scapegoat?
I think he's gone. And
it won't necessarily be his fault.
No.
It'll just be somebody's head has to be on the table.
But somebody's gonna take the blame on this, and it's gonna be him. Well, no one was going to grab him. That's the problem. Because the fact of the matter is once the other teams shut up, Lexi. Once the other teams
she's on
Facebook, otherwise it'd say put her in timeout. Mm-hmm. Once he told them that he was only going to go to LA knew they didn't have to pay much. LA knew, like, hey, we only have to give a couple. He's going to come to us regardless. Because the Tigers weren't going to get anything for him next offseason. They weren't. The Tigers were not going to get anything for him, so they needed to get something for him now.
Yeah, I mean, they would have gotten a first-round pick, I guess, because of a competitive whatever.
Sure. Okay, but
because you'd have made a qualifying offer.
How reliable in baseball is your first? This isn't the NFL.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing, but that. So right. I mean, that's the thing. Is that's kind of been the thing with the Reds. Is the Reds have a bunch of free agents, and it's like you're getting nothing for these guys. So now it's like if you're keeping him, you got to re-sign him.
The Brewers offered a better offer, Paul. The Brewers absolutely offered a better offer. But the Tigers only listened to LA. And therein lies the problem. Because according to rumors, and again, this is rumors, this is not fact. But according to rumors, Skubal had said that him and his agent had said that they were only going to basically
negotiate.
They were only going to go to LA. And then they weren't going to listen to anything else. Now, the Tigers absolutely could have said, we don't really care. And quite frankly, if I'm Detroit, I'm getting the best that I can. If that's from the Marlins, then guess what? You're off to Florida for 2 months. I don't really care at this point. Now, what ends up happening, obviously, he goes to LA and, Los Angeles looks like the big bad guys, but there is a lot more to this than just LA being the bad guys. Let's be real here. This has been a problem that's been building for a while, and that's the discrepancies between the large market teams like the Mets, Yankees, Cubs, and although the Cubs don't operate like a big team, they operate like a mid-level team. Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, Cubs, and then these small market teams like Pittsburgh, Florida, Cincinnati, because you guys operate like a small market team.
The Reds are a small market.
And Kansas City.
Sacramento.
Sure.
The Sacramento A's?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I forgot that's actually where they play. They're just called
the A's. No, they're the Sacramento A's. I refuse to not.
But you're starting to see it's like women's college basketball.
How do you fix that?
You have to implement a salary cap and a salary floor.
But that'll never happen.
Correct.
So how do you fix it?
You can't, Sam.
I'm not like I don't know. That's the part that scares you for.
That's what I'm telling you.
The future
that's why Manfred's going to take the fall on this. Because he's let this go. And it's not just him. Commissioners before him have let this go for too long. But every other major entity, the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, have made it work. MLB has said, we don't need that. We're
and now
fine.
You're too far in.
It's just like the NCAA. The NCAA has gone too far with this whole transit, moving around and going to all these different schools and transitioning and things like that.
You had me a little worried there is where you were going for a second.
No, I didn't mean that.
I thought you were mentioning a trigger word we don't mention on this podcast. I was like, Leroy, don't make me put you in timeout.
Going to different schools and be transferring and being able to move and things like and they've gone too far that it's become a joke. But Major League Baseball had a chance to fix this back in, what is it, 02 or 03, when the collective bargaining agreement ended. And Selig just put a Band-Aid on it. And they've been putting Band-Aids on this for far too long. Like the Dodgers and the Mets and a few other teams have figured out ways to exploit this. Most recently, the Dodgers really have figured out how to exploit this to their advantage. And listen, kudos to them. They figured out how to exploit the market and make it work for them.
They're not breaking any rules.
They're not breaking any rules. All right? They aren't. And Skubal said it. Well, any team could have picked me. No. That's so far from the truth. So far from the truth. And I got tired of seeing the BS arguments on social media the day of the trade deadline that, oh, well, Dodgers doing what any team could do this. Sure. But no team is going to take the risks like they will. That's not to say that other teams didn't go full bore. I haven't seen the Cubs do that much at the trade deadline in a long time. There are other big winners of the trade deadline as well. The Angels did really, really good at the trade deadline. The Red Sox did fairly decent at the trade deadline. But I don't necessarily, and baseball's a weird sport. Look, Dodgers could get eliminated in the first round. We've seen this happen. Just because you have the best record in a sport does not mean.
I mean, you look at the team that spent almost more money than anybody is in last place in the NL East, aren't they?
Correct. And so we know just because and they're on the middle of a 6-game losing streak. Sorry, that was my only one. I promise I'll stop.
No, it won't be. Don't lie.
But the fact of the matter is this team is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. Probably one of the best lineups I've seen since the mid-90s Yankees. Those 97, 98 Yankee teams are really, really, really good. But I don't necessarily know that even if the Dodgers lose in the first round, if that fixes things. But Sam, to your question, I don't necessarily know if you can get there easily. They are so far apart on what they want that there are going to have to be some major there have to be some major things given up from both sides. And I don't necessarily see any of those sides willing to budge on conceding issues.
And it's as simple that, the players hold all the cards.
Correct.
Can't have a game without them.
Yeah, except they can. But we won't like it.
How?
Because the owners lock out the players and bring in their own scrubs.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
But you're too young to remember 94.
You're right. I am too young considering I wasn't born yet.
But that's what I'm saying is this has been a conversation that has been discussed before of bringing in scrub players. And it's not
one way to make the Dodgers not win.
It's not good for the sport. It's not. And I got blasted on social media. I made a joke about rest in peace baseball, 1876 to 2026. Oh, that's ridiculous. You're ridiculous, Leroy. Am I? Because I tell you what, in 2026, as baseball continues to figure out ways to get people in the stands, to figure out ways to shorten up the game, to keep people's interest, if they go a full year without baseball, I am really, really concerned about the sport because I know how hurt the sport was in 95. Although I'll love it, I'll be able to get some really cheap tickets.
Yeah, it's going to be what'll be interesting too is that I'll be curious to watch is how do sports like college baseball take advantage of it? Like the College World Series will become a huge thing, or how do the Atlantic League, Frontier League? Well, yeah, they're already killing it, but I'll be interested to see how some of those do this. And, like Steven says, you don't have Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and Barry Bonds waiting in the wings.
Well, and again, they saved baseball last time. You can say what you want to about the steroid era. Selig absolutely encouraged that to save the sport. And would have been fine if Canseco didn't write that stupid book.
You got your player of the day?
I do. But did you forget you guys had a trade deadline? What the heck happened to y'all over in Cincy?
Yeah, yeah. You got your player of the day?
My goodness.
That's the Reds for you. It's about what Reds fans expect. But then again, if you don't have anything anybody wants, then it is what it is.
Oh, you guys have plenty of players that we want.
Yeah, Ellie De La Cruz.
I was gonna say, what's Ellie going for these days, man?
Yeah, not a price anybody would be willing to pay.
There we go. Goodness, it was not working.
Don't get me started on this. Who's National League Rookie of the Year right now? Who's your vote?
Your guy.
South Stewart. Okay.
Yeah, your guy. Although barely. I like that kid from St. Louis. I do.
Weatherholt.
Yeah,
See,
I like that.
Close.
I like that kid from St. Louis.
I mean, South Stewart offensively has been outstanding this year.
But I just checked the numbers today, and Sal should have it. But I'm on the line that PCA should be. I'm on the line that PCA should be MVP, and no one believes me. So,
Paul, they got Reds legend Brent Suter. I was excited to see that. I like Brent Suter.
All right, former player, two-time All-Star, two-time World Series winner, three-time Gold Glover, batting title champion, wore the number 9, number 5, number 18, number 19. Looks like he played for the Yankees, Mets, Mariners.
Is it Mariners or Marlins?
Looks like, if I remember right, I believe it's the Mariners.
Okay, hit the next one.
Born 1968, was a first baseman drafted by the Mets in the 27th round, then by the Blue Jays in the third round of the 89 draft.
From Washington State.
Went to Interlake High School in Bellevue, Washington. Left-handed first baseman. Every single person, I don't care who you were, every single person that collected baseball cards had this guy's card. Even though he's not a really, really well-known player.
It's not Jeff Conine, is it?
It is not.
Okay. Next one, go.
58, career WAR. 7,000 at-bats, 2,200 hits, 255 home runs, 295 batting average, 1,139 runs, 1,200 RBIs, only 11 stolen bases, 398 OBP, 465 slugging percentage, 863 OPS, and Hall of Very Good for this guy.
You got a couple of guesses coming in here.
Paul Reeves and Daniel Gary getting it on the nail. Sean,
I wouldn't have gotten this.
I didn't expect you to. Do we know? So Olerud was famous for wearing a helmet in the field and at the plate. He had taken a head injury, and doctors had said, if you want to keep playing, you got to wear a helmet when you're in the field as well. But everyone has baseball card. Everyone has baseball. I feel like I have 70 of his cards sitting in my garage right now of Olerud, man.
I'll have to check my baseball cards and see if I've got. I probably do.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody's saying the batting helmet too. Okay, hit your next one here.
He was very well known for it. All right, one-time All-Star. We're number 21.
Okay. Hit your next. Is this guy active right now?
Yeah.
Pitcher. Oh, poor guy. Just goes on the IL today.
Yeah, it's his birthday tomorrow, man.
Yeah, and he goes on the IL today.
Yes, Dan. Yes, Daniel. Junk wax era star, but baseball cards were such a dime a dozen. But man, I tell you what, it's weird when you go through some of those lineups because some of those names are just so familiar simply because of the baseball cards. Never watched them play ever, other than maybe in the World Series. But yep, everyone has a card though.
100
Sam. Yeah, 100 agree. Poor guy.
Goes on the IL today. More right elbow discomfort. I hate it so much. Steve best remembers Olerud as a Blue Jay.
Yes, absolutely. That's where he got his World Series wins. So yeah.
I hate it for Hunter Green. I just hate the guys that just can't stay that have all the talent but just can't seem to stay healthy. It just sucks. Sucks.
I will forever do that, and I know you don't care. I'll forever do that with Chris Bryant.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Kerry Wood or Mark Pryor.
No, Chris Bryant will always be my what could have been with his career.
Rockies. Hunter Green's not blister boy, Daniel. That's Nick Lodolo. Hunter Green's just had elbow issues. The Rockies, poor Rockies. They have buyer's remorse, probably unlike anybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he technically still on the team?
Oh, yes.
So funny. He isn't. When's the last time he appeared in a game?
Last year, I think. The thing is, come on, guys. You know how this works. These guys, this is all they know. This is all they know. And so, like, to tell one of these guys, hey, you need to retire, that's like telling us to give up our microphones. Like, it's like if Sam woke up tomorrow morning and he lost his voice, he'd go to every specialist known to man to try to figure out how to get his voice back. These guys don't want to give up.
April the 12th of 2025 was the last time he appeared in a game.
My heart hurts for him.
I agree with you there, Daniel. I hope Lodolo can figure out the blister stuff. It's so weird.
I just feel bad for those guys. You know, they want to play so bad. It's just injury. They get healthy injury. And it's just like your heart breaks, man.
You got a couple of tidbits before we jump into your logos for today?
I do.
I tried to make your logos a little easier today, so we'll see if that helps.
Uh-huh.
I think you very well could go 3 for 3.
Okay, let's get to it. Former Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs signing with the Washington Commanders. That was today. Live Golf has secured funding from an outside investor that will keep the circuit alive beyond this season. They were pretty close to. Zay Flowers and the Ravens reached an agreement on a 4-year, $140 million extension that includes $108 million guaranteed. I know, Paul. The bookie for Ippy Mizuhara told Tisha Thompson of ESPN that Shohei Ohtani's former interpreter showed signs of problem gambling within 30 days of betting with him, saying, quote, he was absolutely bananas the amount of bets he was making. ESPN is releasing a all-tell documentary on the whole gambling scandal. Bijan Robinson and the Atlanta Falcons reached an agreement on a 3-year extension worth up to $75 million. Aaron Donald was seen at practice today with the Los Angeles Rams. Mauricio Pochettino has signed a new contract to continue as manager of the U.S. men's national team, according to U.S. Soccer. Jadeveon Clowney, former number 1 overall pick of the Texans, has agreed to terms with Houston. In WNBA news, the Los Angeles Sparks traded 5-time WNBA All-Star Kelsey Plum to the Phoenix Mercury for Monique Akoa-Makani, a 2027 first-round pick and a 2028 second-rounder.
I saw a picture of her with pictured with Molly Miller, who's Arizona State's coach. Do you know who Molly Miller is?
Yes. Just
why would? Of course, you know who Molly Miller is. If there's any women's basketball coach you know, it's her.
That's the one.
Uh-huh. Yes, Daniel, you're right.
You're the fourth time in league history that an all-star has been traded at midseason.
And if you don't know who Molly Miller is,
you need to. Just trust me on that one. You need to. Okay.
Leroy would be getting season tickets to Illinois women's basketball if she became the head coach at Illinois.
It'd be in every tidbit every week of what they did. Speaking of women's college basketball, more than 100 women's college basketball players have joined a unionization campaign with the United College Athletes Association, making them the largest group of college athletes to formally push to collectively bargain with their schools. Unbelievable. Northwestern tried doing that and absolutely got. FIFA has started a consultation process over an expansion of the Men's World Cup that will expand it to 64 teams. Deebo Samuel is returning to the 49ers. The Saints are signing Chris Olave to a 4-year extension worth up to $132 million, including $90 million guaranteed. The WNBA has suspended Seattle Storm co-owner Celeste Keaton from attending the team's next 5 home games after an exchange with 2 fans during Tuesday's matchup with the Indiana Fever over comments that were made over Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. And in today's Paul Reeves handpicked stats, PCA has at least 25 home runs, 25 stolen bases, and 7 triples through 115 games. Only PCA, Bobby Bonds, Willie Mays, and Ken Williams achieved that stat. I hate that kind of stuff. But there's today's tidbits.
All righty. So you're thinking you're going 0 for 3.
I never know with you because every time you're like, oh, it's easy, you pull up like Mercyhurst or something like that. And I'm just like, okay.
I genuinely think that you can go 3 for 3 on this. Genuinely think these are ones you should.
Comments are shut off.
Okay, 1, 2, or 3.
Answer in my head. Let's go. 1.
Number one. There's your first one. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Grizz.
You think you know this one?
I'm going to guess Montana.
Montana is your guess, okay? Intriguing. Does this make you feel better or worse?
Better.
Okay, so you locking it in?
Yep.
And the correct answer is Montana. Okay.
Let's go.
I'm getting soft. Getting soft. Okay. Which one would you like next?
3.
Number 3. Number 3. You love it when it's just letters, right?
Yeah. Not really.
Okay. Do you think you know this one?
Got narrowed down to.
Oh, guess who shows up now with logos? Forrest is in the comments. I'm not showing you Forrest's comment though because Leroy, I'm gonna tell you this. It's gonna surprise you, but Forrest has gotten it correct.
What? I don't like him here. He embarrasses me, man.
What's your guess here?
Marquardt.
What?
Marquardt University.
Marquardt?
Is
Marquette. What did you say?
it? I'm gonna go with Marquette.
Marquette is your guess. You locking it in?
Yeah.
How do you feel now?
Better.
And the correct answer is Marquette. You are correct.
Marist was in the back of my head.
That's why I tried to get you. And your last one.
Oh my goodness. I might go 3 for 3 today.
I knew I was getting soft. He don't know what he's saying. No, he doesn't.
When have I ever known what I'm saying on this show?
Marquardt. Ah, yes. The legendary school of Marquardt.
Harvard.
Harvard is your guess. Are you locking that in?
Yes, sir.
Do we have a 3 for 3 from Leroy?
3 for 3 that Paul was actually here for?
Right? He did it. 3 for 3. 3 for 3 for Leroy. I'll be darned.
He's never going to give me anything good ever.
Oh,
I'm gonna have
next
like
week.
2 months, 2 months of like
you're getting
Abilene Christian and stuff.
You're getting NAIA schools in Texas next week.
That's fine.
Okay. Congrats. Were you thinking of Harvard?
Harvard.
Mm-hmm. Harvard.
Isn't that kind of cheese?
Havarti. Yes.
Havarti
cheese. You would be thinking of cheese. Alrighty. It's time for a little bit of play clock here. Ask or answer a question the other person doesn't know what is coming. Would you like to ask or answer first?
I will answer first.
Okay. I gotta pull up my list here. Okay. I'm gonna just pick one here. If you could erase one heartbreaking loss from your favorite team's history, which game are you taking away? I feel like Super Bowl can't count in this.
Yeah. There's two games that I have in mind, but I'm gonna go with I'm still gonna go with the 03 Bartman game. It's gotta be my game that I would get rid of from history. Even with the Cubs winning it all in 2016, that game still stings. Just because that team was just so good.
What about if it had to be regular season?
What if it had to be regular season? If it had to be regular season, the Bears game against the Commanders.
From a couple of years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Bears in the playoffs last year, Paul says.
Or the game where Johnny Knox got injured. I'd get rid of that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, Steven, that's a good one. 92, the Leitner shot. But then also in 97, Kentucky loses to Arizona. I was like 5 days old, I think. Because I think one of the first pictures ever taken of me at home, I'm sitting on my dad's lap watching the national championship game in 1997.
Wow.
And Nazi Muhammad, Steven, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Nazi Muhammad missed like 8 free throws in that game. Steven will be able to correct me if I'm wrong. And it's kind of one of those things, if he'd have made those free throws, they probably would have won 3 straight. And then the question is does Patino even leave? Or does Patino stay? And
it's wild when you start going down those rabbit holes and thinking how one game, especially with seasons like that, how one game can change the course of history as far as everything moving forward, right? It's really wild how that stuff can go. Crazy.
Okay, I'm ready.
You get stranded on a desert island. You can grab 5 things to get you off of that desert island. Doesn't matter what 5 things you grab. Everything is at your disposal, but you can only grab 5 of them. What are you grabbing?
I'm going to take Paul Reeves because I feel like Paul's outdoorsy. You said things. By definition, Paul is a thing. I'm going to get Paul. And then I'm going to let Paul choose whatever 4 things he wants because I would have not a clue what to do to get off the. I'll take some fire starter. And some matches or something like that, so I can at least create a fire. And then a knife, like a good sharp knife. And then Paul can pick the other one because I feel like Paul would have a lot better of an idea of getting off the island than I would.
Do you know what somebody commented on Reddit and said? A boat.
What? I mean, that counts. I feel like that's a cop-out, though. That's a cop-out answer.
I'm used to cop-out answers from you, so.
Well, you give me the opportunity to do so, and I don't think ever are cop-out answers. I'm just answering it the way that it was. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to look here at this list and see if there's one that I can pick that will be good to make you have to answer. Okay, we'll do this one. You like a good food one, right?
I do.
Or would you rather me do a deep one?
No, food, please. I'm tired.
But if you could know the answer to one question about your future, what would you ask?
When am I going to die?
Would you want to know that?
Yep.
What? So you know what? I'm gonna change the answer because I think we've done this before, but I've always been curious on this, and if we have, it's been a couple of years. Would you rather know the date you die, like January the 14th, or the year you die?
The year. That way I can really, really prep. And then every day of that year, like let's say it's 2035, right? Every day of 2035, I'm just living it up. Because, hey.
But what if it's January the 1st?
Well, then that's the well, man.
But see, imagine
I'm not worried about it anymore, man.
Imagine if you just pick like September 4th. Every year on September 4th, it's like.
I'm just sitting in my bed in my room, like.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the hospital, like, okay, guys, y'all got me hooked up the machines, right?
The question I was going to ask you is, what's one food you'll order almost every time if it's on the menu? What would have been your answer to that?
For the longest time, it was lasagna. I'm a big seafood dude, like fish. 9 times out of 10, if I go out to a restaurant, I'll order fish.
What's your favorite fish?
Like
if you're going to a fish restaurant, what's the one you're ordering?
Walleye.
Oh, okay. Now, are you a sushi guy?
Yes, love me.
I do like sushi. I do like sushi as well.
Yeah.
I do like sushi. Okay, what's your question?
What is the greatest game that you've ever watched that didn't involve one of your teams?
Can I count Grayson?
That's your team. No.
I'm counting Grayson.
That's your team.
They're not my team. I guess technically I did graduate there.
You graduated from there.
I did graduate from there. That is gosh, that's not involving my team. Oh, there was that Rams was it Rams Chiefs on Monday Night Football? I think it was supposed to be in Mexico City, but I think at the last second it got moved to LA or something. It was a Monday Night Football game. It's like 2018, maybe. It was like 58 to 52 was the final score or something. It was a really good game.
Sick from the water or something that they had to move the game?
I don't remember why they had to move the game, but I don't think that's what it was. Maybe it was air quality or something was really bad. I don't remember. Paul, I think you might remember, because honestly, and here's a throwback, Steven, this won't mean anything to you, but this will mean something to Paul. I remember that Buck Flair went live during that game, and I remember just watching it with him, and old Chuck. And I remember like commenting all that. I hope he's doing well.
Oh my goodness. Buck
Chuck,
Flair.
if you're watching, I hope you're doing well, bud. Game 7 World Series, 14 innings. Villanova buzzer beater championship. That was a good one, Daniel. Heck, the Duke UConn game this past year was a great game.
We've been alive for some really, really good sporting events. When you think about it.
Team USA, I know you said, I mean, I guess Team USA is technically my team.
That's fine.
Against France in the Olympics gold medal game this past year, or was that 2024 in the Olympics? That was really good. Yeah, those are definitely the ones that come to mind. Grayson, though, a couple of years ago played a triple overtime game that was fantastic because it was really funny for that triple overtime game. Yep, actually, this year's Grayson Davis game was good. That entire stretch was a blur for me. But Grayson Davis last year, Steven was at a girls' game about 45 minutes away, and I think he got in the car at the start of like the second half of that game or something, and I think he got home and got to watch like 3 overtimes or something at home. And I think I remember sending him a text like, you should have just come to the game. You would have gotten a full game out of it, because I was so tired at the end of that. Me and you have Leroy Sam isn't old enough for the old good 90s stuff. I've seen a lot of good stuff, though. Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't see the Bulls dominate.
Yeah, but I've seen the best player of all time, LeBron James.
Okay. All right. Let's play. What year is that lineup from?
I've watched that game, Daniel. We have it on our YouTube channel. I've watched it. It was a great game.
I'm going to show you guys a game lineup. All you got to do is tell me what year this lineup is from. A couple of them today. Nationals versus the Phillies. Brad Wilkerson, Christian Guzman, Jose Vidro, Jose Guillen, Nick Johnson, Vinny Castilla, Big Cat, Termel Sledge, Brian Schneider, Levon Hernandez. Oh my gosh, Levon. Jimmy Rollins, Placido Polanco, Bobby Abreu, Jim Thome, Pat Burrell, Kenny Lofton, David Bell, Mike Lieberthal, and good old John Lieber in the house. The Phillies taking on the Nationals.
I guess this has to be 2005 or later. Was it 04 or 05 that the Nationals became a thing? I'm assuming this is the first time the Nationals and the Phillies played. So I'm going to guess it's 05. But I think it might be 04.
Sam says 05.
I can't remember. Daniel's guessing 01. See, it's not 01 because the Nationals weren't a thing in 01. Paul's guessing
Also
06.
Steven Smith says 11. Okay. The answer is, gosh, I miss Kenny Lofton. How he was only on the Hall of Fame ballot 1 year, I'll never understand. It was 05. And Sam, you're actually correct. This was the Nationals' first game ever. They were the Expos in 2004. They became the Nationals in 05. So this was their very first game ever. And they lost to the Phillies 8-4 in Citizens Bank Park. 3 hours and 19 minutes. Boy, we really cut down on that length, didn't we? Boy, had a lot to do that day. Next up, Jose Offerman, Brett Butler, Darryl Strawberry for the Dodgers. Eric Davis, Tim Wallach, Eric Karros, Mike Piazza, Jody Reed, and some guy named Oral taking on Scott Pose, Brett Barbary, Junior Felix, Orestes Destrade, Dave Magadan. Boy, Dave Magadan played for some teams. Benito Santiago. There's your Jeff Conine reference. Walt Weiss and Charlie Huff.
I always like Jeff Conine.
Marlins.
Always like Jeff Conine.
Isn't he coaching now?
His son is Griffin Conine, who plays for the. I don't know who he plays for.
What's Jeff doing? I wonder what Jeff's doing nowadays.
That's not a bad guess by Steven here.
So Steven says 92.
I'm gonna say 94.
Paul says 94, 95. Sam says, what did you say, Sam? 94?
94. I think that is the Marlins' first game.
You are correct. This is the Marlins' first game ever. And Daniel is correct
93.
with the 1993 reference. April 5th, 1993, Marlins beat the Dodgers 6-3 in 2 hours and 43 minutes at Joe Robbie Stadium. From what I understand, the sight lines in that stadium were horrendous with the orange
seats. Yeah, it's a football field.
With the orange seats, it was awful. All right. Speaking of the 90s, Sam's going to struggle with this one. 1997 football team. All you got, oh my goodness, Conine was a rookie. Good grief. All right, what team is this? 1997, Michigan quarterback, Texas A&M running back, University of Houston fullback, a Michigan State, Notre Dame. Dude, so Daniel, I'll tell you a funny Charlie Q, that's what I thought his last name was, Charlie Huff story. I got his card when he played for the Marlins, and say he was born in 1964, I think is when he was, or even earlier. No, he might have been born like in the 40s. Old as could be, old as dirt. Listed like so many teams on his baseball card that it was in the most finest print you ever saw in your life on the back of the baseball card, because they had to fit all of the different teams that he played for over the years. One of the craziest baseball cards I had seen as a 11-year-old back in 93. So yeah, Michigan State.
Yeah, going this old, I have no chance. Paul's guessing it's the Bears, but
it is not. It is not.
Yeah, I have no idea, because it's not old enough to be Brady.
This is the Kansas City Chiefs. And, I grabbed the wrong thing. So, Elvis Grbac was the quarterback. Was the quarterback.
You could have given me the next 15 years, and I never would have come up with that name.
They went 13-3 under Marty Schottenheimer. See, I can't talk tonight, man. I'm telling you. It's awful. Okay. All right. What year?
Oh, this was the Subway Series, yeah. Was this 01?
No.
It's around that era, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Steven says 98. Is that right?
98's not correct.
No. It's before 01, isn't it?
Correct. Daniel.
Yep. I knew it was in that era because I know.
You were right there. You were right there. Yeah, 2000. 2000. And it's wild because I remember everyone being upset that the Mets beat the Braves because no one was going to care about the Yankees-Mets World Series. And I remember everyone. I still think a lot of people watched it.
No one's going to watch next year's World Series, though. Because there won't be one.
I don't know, man. What do you think the answer is?
There isn't one. Although, when I play that game, I usually save baseball. I know you probably get too busy talking to the reporter, don't you?
What can I say? I end up flirting, and then I end up getting in trouble, and it
Trump
never
comes at you, right?
It never works out, man. It never works out. I hate it.
This year I got away from baseball for a few years.
It never works. Never works. Ever.
Gosh. Okay.
All right. Final game. All you gotta tell me is who it is. F1 driver, IndyCar driver, or NASCAR driver. You don't gotta tell me who it is, just what series they are primarily known for. Some of these guys cross over. I try to avoid those guys, though. All right, here's the first one. Look at that nose. My goodness.
Daniel, I don't think I know this story. A 6-year-old man from Brownsville saved Hendrick Motorsports. Maybe I have heard this story once. Interesting. I don't know that
I'm absolutely intrigued. I want to know more.
Brownsville is where Edmonson County High School is.
Okay.
And where Steven technically isn't from Brownsville. I think he's from Windyville. Or he's going to correct me there.
I ran smack dab into Rick Hendricks one time over at WWT. I'm sorry about that, son. Look up.
And you say, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was like, no, like I'm.
Yeah, I agree with Paul. It's not This is not a NASCAR guy. I'm going to say that's an IndyCar guy.
Final answer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, correct. That's Kyle Kirkwood. He is an IndyCar driver, currently in second place in the point standings.
So you could have made that name up, and I'd have no idea.
Next up,
that's Daniel Suarez, isn't it? Yep, nice try. That's Daniel Suarez, isn't it? What?
I'm gonna use Daniel Suarez one of these weeks.
It's not Daniel Suarez. Okay, then this is an F1 guy.
Yes, that's Philippe Nazer.
I just got to look up what Daniel Suarez looks like. Yeah, that's not a NASCAR guy. I'll just assume this is a NASCAR guy. I have no idea.
Is that your final? Is that your final?
Sure.
Yes. That is a NASCAR driver. Good job.
So in 1983 or 84, Hendrick was done quitting. Harry Hyde was the crew chief and said, "We got a car ready for Martinsville. Let's go." They won, and the rest is history. Interesting. So I guess he's from Brownsville, Daniel? Who is this? I don't know who that is.
That is Quinn Hoff. He only raced for a couple seasons.
I was going to say, that's not a real person.
It absolutely is a real person. He finished like 31st.
You've gotten too used to ChatGPT, and you're not ChatGPTing. Shame. Yeah, I mean, I saw somebody earlier, I don't remember who it was, I think it might have been Blake, made a comment saying, wanting some college football talk, that's starting. Tomorrow is the Hall of Fame game. Will you watch?
I will, but I saw that there were some people betting on the Hall of Fame game, and I gotta say, If you are betting on the Hall of Fame game, please,
I want you to be honest.
please get some help.
Do you know who's even playing in the Hall of Fame game?
Absolutely not.
I think.
Are we playing it?
I think it's the Panthers against the Cardinals.
Okay.
Let's see if I'm right.
I'm just saying, if you are betting in the Hall of Fame game,
I was right. Look at me go.
please get some help. I am begging you. You have a problem.
He's the inspiration for the Robert Duvall character in Days of Thunder. Okay.
Oh, freaking sweet.
And he's from, okay, his brother is Gilly Hyde. Okay. I did not know that story, Daniel.
Yes. So I go back to my original statement. If you are gambling on the Hall of Fame game, you have a problem. Paul, you refuse to watch a lot of things.
Paul, what do you do at night?
He watches The Price is Right and complains about the prices, okay? That's what that man does.
While eating a chalupa supreme from Taco Bell.
Complaining about
I agree with what Steven says. Have you seen the betting reels about guys betting on how many rings the betting hotline phone takes before somebody answers? Or the whether it's a male or a female that answers?
Yes.
Or if they say hello or how are you, or I love that.
I did win $5 on the Cubs beating the Dodgers the night the school pitched.
I haven't done any sports betting in a little bit. I usually primarily just put my focus on the NFL. Usually the Bengals games that I go to.
I usually bet on the Indy 500. Otherwise than that. No, that's the joke, Doug, is Paul absolutely hates Taco Bell.
Hates, and by hates we mean he loves it.
He's a season ticket holder. He goes every day. He's a regular.
Yeah, he is. He's got a Taco Bell rewards.
He knows Amanda who works the front desk. Like they've got his menu all set up.
Doug, you can bet the house I won't be there. How do we get Paul Reeves to Taco Bell? Get Molly Miller there?
The same way we got into the Indy 500. You have to bet him. But it's got to be you this time. It's got to be you this time. It can't be me.
No, you've been the one you're the one that makes bets.
No, but that's got to be you this time because I've already done it. It's got to be you.
Yeah, but I mean, it would have to be such a small bet because that's not a punishment for him to go to. Unless the punishment
absolutely a punishment for him to go to Taco Bell. The man hates it.
Yeah, but what's he gonna do to me? I have to go to Skyline Chili? Oh, no, darn!
Not like
Skyline Chili. I don't particularly like Burger King.
Oh yes, I hate it. It's so gross. Ew.
I don't particularly like Burger King. Yeah, I'd say Burger King is probably the one of the main ones that I'm not a big fan of. So I went to the Reds game this past Friday, and they had a post-game concert, and I'm curious if you know this person, who their post-game concert was. They had Marshmello.
Probably not, but
playing.
Go ahead.
Marshmello. Mm-hmm.
Is that the guy's name?
Mm-hmm.
Does he dress like a marshmallow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He wears a marshmallow hat. He dresses
like,
do you know who Deadmau5 is?
Yeah.
The EDM guy. It's the same thing, but instead of wearing a mouse, he wears a marshmallow hat.
Okay, I think I know.
You broke up there. And Leroy's gone. Oh, is Leroy gone? Myself. Did he die? Okay, there you go. You got so intensely excited about Marshmello that you started breaking up. So do you know who Marshmello is?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think I know who that is.
Okay.
This got the X's on the eyes. Right?
I think that's right. Yep. It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing how many. We did not stay. We went. We left because there was a festival happening across the river that we wanted to go to. But it was amazing.
Did the Reds
win? Many grown men? Oh yeah, it was a great game. They won. How many grown men were dressed as Marshmallow.
Like,
yeah. Like, it was wild to me. So my next two Google searches are Marshmallow and Molly Miller. Yes, Steven.
well, Molly
Those
Miller
are-
needs to be your first. Molly Miller
Yes.
needs to be your first. Just saying, because that's an important Google search. I'm not telling you. I'm just telling you.
Nothing against Coach Mack, Steven, but I would vote for Molly Miller
From a
as the
friend.
next head coach.
From a friend. You're gonna want to Google that.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want, I can give you the incognito search later on.
Leroy. Okay. Timeout. He's been put in timeout. Leroy's in timeout. He's in timeout. Are you going to be good?
No. You never said I had to be good on the show. You just said I couldn't comment on political stuff. That's not political.
Yeah, but you're going to get us canceled.
You're right. I'm sorry to our 110 followers. I apologize. I'll send it to you.
Paul, stop encouraging him. Okay. What is happening? What is happening? Do you have a pet bird?
Kids are killing each other out there. That's London.
Okay. Do you, when did they go back to school?
A week.
So they went back to school here today.
No, yeah, they go next week. I think they go back.
Yeah, they went back to school here today. So it exciting times. See, I live so close to the school, to the elementary school, and the first day of school is horrendous because it's amazing. You know, school got out at like mid to late May, and somehow parents from mid to late May to early August forget how to do pickup.
Everything.
It is just. I should have just taken my lawn chair out there and just set it down outside and just enjoyed the show. It would have been just as entertaining, because they had to get the police out there. It was wild. It just never really stopped. But next week we inch closer towards football beginning.
Yep.
And I might have something fun to share next week too.
Illinois announced a basketball series with Western Kentucky.
I did see that. Are you going to go?
Yes. I'll wear my Western Kentucky jersey proudly. Anything against Illinois, I absolutely will wear.
Mm-hmm. How far is that from you?
About an hour and 20 minutes, 10 minutes, hour and 10 minutes.
Okay. So definitely doable. Definitely.
Oh, yeah,
doable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'd be a fun thing to go and go Tops for sure.
And luckily, at least in basketball, we have a chance.
Paul needs your $10.
Yeah, I'm going to stop joining your leagues, Paul. You win every time, and I never win, so this is becoming unfun.
We had our first fantasy draft, my first fantasy football draft on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 12-person league, and there's 19 spots in the team. So it's like a 2.5 hour draft. By the end, we're just like, yeah.
I love
it was a
football,
long
but
draft.
my goodness, that is
a long draft.
That is brutal.
I had the number 2 overall pick, so I got Bijan Robinson. Paul, the only one I won't play is fantasy baseball. Fantasy baseball is just too much work for me.
I've got my stuff all booked for my trip to Washington, D.C. I'll be at the end of August, so I can go to the IndyCar race that will be there. So I'm pretty excited for that. This will either be fantastic or horrible. There will be no in between. They're holding an IndyCar race for the first time in DC this year to celebrate the 250th birthday at a place that they've never had a track at, and it's basically the front of the Capitol, over about a couple blocks short of the White House, down, and then it loops around. And apparently, from what I've seen, it is going to be the longest street course, with the theory and the logic that it's going to be the last IndyCar standing. This is going to end horribly.
Are you flying?
Yes.
When's the last time you flew?
I flew down to Nashville. No, they're doing it on. They're literally doing it on the streets of DC. They're literally doing it on the streets of like right in front of the Capitol. Like I'll send you pictures when I go there, but it's literally going to be like right in front of the Capitol building. It's wild. I went to Nashville to help my parents move from
Bowling Green?
Illinois, from Kentucky to Illinois, and so I had to fly.
So 5 or 6 years ago, then.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying, Paul. This is either going to be amazing or it's going to be horrible. There is no in between. Just because the logistics of having a race of this magnitude usually takes 2 or 3 years to prep, and they're trying to do prep in about 7 months.
Nice.
So, but
what will go wrong? What could go wrong?
Yeah.
So next week we'll inch closer towards football season, and Stephen, I do expect a report on what you think about Marshmallow. And then also Molly Miller.
Oh yeah, and I lied, Sam. Sorry, Stephen. Okay, now I'm done.
Feel good about yourself now?
Yes, I do.
We'll see you next week.